Magic Marketplace. Product review.
We read you product review. Welcome to the Magic Marketplace product review. Make way for Luke Dancy. You are go.
The Magic Marketplace product review with your host, Luke Dancy.
Oh yes, what's shaking, boys and girls? My name is Luke Dancy. Welcome to the Magic Marketplace. Tonight we're going to talk about some brand new magic. Of course, that's why you're here, not to listen to me, but to see what this new stuff is. And here it comes. Up first tonight, we have something called the Spiral Principle and Beyond. This was a big release over at the Blackpool Convention, which is exactly the place I was at last week. And wow, this is a good one. Can't wait to tell you more about that. Up next, from a good friend of mine, and someone that I have some sneak peek stuff to show you from David Regal. This is called the Mind Ball. This is a really fun and commercial routine that I know a lot of the stand-up workers are probably going to love. And last but not least, and it's a book. We have two great booklets. These are the Comedy Helper booklets, and they will basically help take you and make you funny. And trust me, I could use some help there. That's right. My name is Luke Dancy. I'm here every week, except when I'm in another country like Blackpool, reviewing products for you guys because I want you to make educated decisions on the magic that you buy. And tonight, we're going to start off by telling you about a brand new DVD. This is something, like I said before, this was pretty much debuted at the Blackpool Convention, which happens over in England, in the UK. And wow, that convention was huge. 3,500 magicians in one place. It's a lot. So this is the demo for the Spiral Principle and Beyond. I'll give you a look at that, and then I'll come back and tell you all about it. Stay tuned.
Imagine this. Your back's turned towards a spectator and they have a pack of cards. They shuffle them thoroughly. They look at the top card, they remember it, they put it back into the pack and they shuffle again. There's no possible way you know what their card is or its location without any gimmicks, any crimps, any key cards. You can even borrow a deck and do this. You'll know its location and you'll be able to reveal it in many different ways. This is the Spiral Principle. Totally hands-off, out of this world. You spread a pack of cards onto the table to show them they're not in any particular order face up. They take cards if they think they're red, they take cards if they think they're black. And at the end, when they turn the cards over, this spectator's got 100% all red cards. This spectator, 100% all black. Let's have a look. And you don't touch the cards.
Oh, what is that?
What? Alright.
What?
Wow.
Awesome.
That is impressive. That is very impressive.
Alright, well there we go. That is the demo for this brand new DVD. This is called the Spiral Principle and Beyond. And the reason for that is because you're getting a principle, a brand new type of principle to use for your card magic, and then there's also a second routine that's called Beyond. So there's the Beyond part, and it's actually a version of Out of This World. So you're getting two principle type routines here. More routines than that, actually. The Spiral Principle probably has 5 or 6 routines that goes with it. It was suggested on the DVD. Of course, if you use your imagination, you can work out a lot more. I'll give you a little background on this. This is based off of a David Regal idea. And they say that openly on the DVD. And basically, the principle is a very smart one. I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but it was from his latest DVD set, Power, Premise, and Presentation. But he's taken the concept, Stephen Leithwaite, I want to make sure I get his name right. He's taken the principle, he's run with it, and he's added some more deception to it, so it's not just taking someone's principle and just copying it. He's done more with it than was originally there. We'll say that. The really cool thing is, this is a magician fooling principle, something that you could definitely go to a convention and fry other magicians with. Not terribly hard. It's really hands-off. Once the spectator does the selection process and everything, you're not touching anything, which is really cool. There's also no key card. There's no, you're not stacking anything. It's basically you're able to take a deck. Could be borrowed, and you could do this as well. Very, very clever. And also, it's also entertaining to the spectators. So you're not just getting a magician fooling piece of magic here. You're actually getting a technique that looks just as impossible to a layman as it would to a magician. It's also as entertaining, I believe, fooling-wise, to a layman, which is something you don't find a lot of in card magic. It's either a technique or something that's really cool to us, the magicians, that the layman could give two shits about. You know what I mean? So that's basically the principle. It allows you to do some very cool, impossible locations of the card under very strict conditions. Very, very cool. And then the Beyond part is a very cool hands-off version of Out of This World. If you're not familiar with that, it's originally from Paul Curry, where you basically have a deck of cards that the spectator deals cards into two piles, and at the end they've managed to separate the cards into the reds and the blacks. In this version, you're able to show the decks spread out on the table. It's separated. They're not together. The spectator then picks up the cards. You don't touch them for the rest of the time. One spectator picks red, one picks black. They each either deal the cards to themselves as it being red or black, and then there's a discard pile that goes through the whole deck. You don't do anything. They turn over every pile. The one pile with all the discards is mixed, and the other two piles are separated reds and blacks. It's that straightforward, really. It seriously is. That's another good routine. That one, you do need to have some previous setup for that. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but the original one, the Spiral Principle, does allow you to do things with a borrowed deck. But the Beyond routine you do need to have some setup required to perform this routine. But it looks very fair, very open, and once again, something like I said, you don't have to do anything. Spectators do the work for you, and it's very fooling. Of course, one of the biggest questions on a DVD like this, you're getting not just one thing, but two. What's the price? Is it higher? Is it lower? What is it? It's about right for a DVD. It's $30. You get full instruction for everything. You get multiple routines, like I said, about 5 or 6 routines for the Spiral Principle. And then you just have the one Beyond routine, which is just the Out of This World. So that's just using that one routine. Goes with that quote-unquote principle. So there you go. That is the Spiral Principle and Beyond. $30 isn't bad. I think you guys that are card guys will have a lot of fun with this, to be honest. So there you go. All right. Up next, we have something from a friend of mine that I've known probably for almost 10 years now. He put out my very first DVD. I'm talking about David Regal. And he's got something brand new that I know that the stand-up workers are just going to love. There's a lot of fun, a lot of presentational things built into this. I'm talking about the Mind Ball. And if you don't know what it is, check out the demo, and I'm going to tell you all about it.
I wanted to create kind of a party trick. A trick that involves a lot of people. Makes them laugh.
That was you, sir! That was you!
But also at the end, amazes them.
Oh, the lady does have the jacket!
It's called Mind Ball. A deck of cards is shuffled. A man takes a card, a woman takes a card. At the end, the ball not only tells them what the cards are, it says who's got what.
And the man does have the 2 of hearts cards! Wow!
And when it's not revealing a card, it's giving you a laugh.
Not exactly Houdini.
It's taking too long.
Oh, that was me thinking that. Forgive me. That's my fault.
Mind Ball.
Magic is sexy.
You all please leave the room. I'm glad. I appreciate that. Unless you're thinking that, Robert.
That's right, boys. Magic is sexy. Yeah, right. Who am I kidding? So this is a brand new release from David Regal. This is the Mind Ball. Comes in a smaller box inside of a much bigger box. And I want to say the first thing about this product. I'm a big fan of this, okay? I'm not going to try and beat around the bush. Big fan. Love this. Comes in a beautiful, beautiful box. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful box. Comes with some padding in there because you are receiving basically a custom 8-ball, the Magic 8-ball. So nice, sturdy box. You can tell he went out of his way to make this really, like the production value alone makes you smile. But then inside the larger box, he gives you what looks to be something that you would find on a shelf in a store, which is just a, cardboard box that opens up, and it's got the Mind Ball inside. The really cool thing is, this is made specifically for David, and he also gives you replacements. One gives you an extra replacement, so when you wear this one out, you do get another one for the Mind Ball. Standard, just like a regular 8-ball, Magic 8-ball. You shake it up, and then you get the revelations on the inside. You hand this to your spectators and let the fun begin. Because as you saw from the demo, not only are you getting just basically a revelation, you're getting a full performance out of this. There's multiple revelations built into this. For cards, you get 2 cards revealed, a man and a woman. There's also some nice byplay in the middle that makes it into a full-blown presentation. Really fun routine with comedy built in, and it's self-working. I mean, you're handing this to the spectators, and everything happens for you. So basically, as long as you can force a card, or 2 in this case, you got a full-blown routine in front of you that's great for parlor settings, stand-up routines. I could see this feeling a good 5 minutes. So if you've got 5 minutes to fill in your routine, well, then here you go. Once again, this is a solid routine. It's a revelation of a card. There's a lot of them out there, but who doesn't know about the Magic 8-ball? You know what I mean? It's got a lot of fun. There's a lot of people that grew up with them. Remember, they remember what time of their life they had one of these, so they're already in the mindset to have fun. And like I said, it's got multiple things built into this that's going to have everyone just having a laugh and having a good time. As you saw from the clip, David's having a good time. He was clearly doing that at the Magic Castle and getting a lot of good audience interaction and fun out of it. And that's what Magic's really all about. Sometimes it's not about the knuckle busting and the really hard stuff. It's just about having fun with your spectators. That's what they remember. They remember you. Sometimes they remember you over the trick, and that's actually better because then they remember the person behind it all. This is like I said, from the packaging alone, the product's solid. The only thing I noticed, the revelations were a little hard to read, but not that bad. You could see them just fine, but it is something that you need to be looking pretty closely at to see. It's not like a giant, it's exactly what you get from a regular Magic 8-ball. It's the same size, so you do have to look closely to see it. It's not something you could show to your whole audience. Basically, whatever shows up on the ball, you can't, they won't be able to see it from a distance. You do need to look to read what it says, which isn't a big deal. Don't get me wrong. Just letting you know it's not something that the whole audience can read. So you have one spectator reading out loud, as you saw from the demo. Mystic 8-ball is what they're calling this on the box. On the market, it's called Mind Ball. David Regal's fun. Had a lot of fun with him this last weekend. We shot a brand new DVD. I'll tell you more about that in a second. But yeah, this is great. Good revelation, fun. And for the money, for what you're getting, the packaging, this, and the extra box, I think this is a very fair price. You're probably asking yourself, how much is that? $55. So for $55, you're getting a well thought out routine, a quality product, quality props, and something that I think that if you're a stand-up performer and looking for some fun, you're handed that with the Mind Ball. So there you go. That is new from David Regal, and it's a fun one. I think when you open this and you see it, you'll be proud to have this on your shelf and proud to bring it into your show. Right on. I'm going to pop into the room real quick. Want to give a quick few shout-outs here. Where do you get that at? Actually, SB, I'll give you a place where you can buy that at the end of the show. I'll let you guys know. I would think it's too big for a restaurant. Would depend on... Yeah, I've seen a lot of people asking about, could you get this built in a smaller size? I don't know if David's going to do that. But it is something, if you're a restaurant worker, it's probably a little bit too big to be carrying around with you. This is definitely something, unless you had it in your bag ready for the repeat customer, something special to do. Definitely not something you could have on your person in your jacket or something. Definitely a little too big for that. So there we go. Cool. All right. And like I said before, I am shooting a brand new. I just did shoot a brand new DVD with David Regal. Give you guys a quick little photos, little sneak peek behind the scenes of the DVD shoot. This is actually David and I next to Chris Angel, and as you can see behind us there, we have the Lamborghini. David and I took a little cruise in that, hopped out, and started the DVD. Can't wait to show you the DVD. It's gonna be awesome. It's called DST. This is a behind-the-scenes shot of David hanging out at Chris's house by the pool, shooting one of his segments. We're about to start the shot there. And then along the way, we were also joined by my friend Robert Moreland. This is me, David, and Robert hanging out by the pool after the shoot. So that's us hanging out, and we had a blast, and Robert Moreland's also going to be around more to do some work with us. So two of the best guys around, two of the nicest guys around, and can't wait to tell you more about what we're up to. So we're having a lot of fun. Oh, yes. All right, boys, so speaking of fun, it's now time for my favorite part of the show. Welcome to It's in a Book.
Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
Take a look. It's in a book right here on the Magic Marketplace. That's right. Tonight we're going to tell you about not just one booklet, but two. These are two booklets in a series. These just came out, and they are called The Comedy Helper. At the top here it says Liners, especially for magicians and mentalists. You get Volume 1 and Volume 2, sold separately. I'm not going to try and act like you get them both for the same price. They are sold separately. But I received them together to review, and I figured because it's the same, it's not the same jokes, but it's the same idea for each one, I just review them together. The first booklet is over 200 jokes or lines, and Volume 2 has over 250 jokes that you can do, or tell, or say, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, one of the funny things is there's also spread out through the lines or the jokes. They also have some funny drawings, so there's some fun stuff going on in the middle that kind of make you laugh while you're reading the book. They got some pretty funny photos of some magic stuff going on, and so it's cute, it's fun, and there's visual gags you can do to make your routines set the mood, if you want to have some fun. There's also a little thing here when something goes wrong, what to say when something goes wrong, because sometimes maybe you'll find the wrong card, you'll drop something or whatever, and this one here says when something goes wrong, what you would say is just take out the book Magic for Dummies from your case and start to consult it. So yeah, you would do, if you goofed up, it's saying you would take out the Magic for Dummies book and start to read it in front of the audience. So it's silly little things like that. There's also lines like when people say, "Why do you do magic?" To pay the rent, and boy, I love to pay the rent. Can you do it again when you don't want to or you can't? What would you say? I can do it again, but I need a new spectator each time. So it's filled with just silly little things you would say either when someone asks you something or says something. You've got something ready to go. There's also a couple things in here for hecklers when people are heckling you. What you come back at tastefully, not mean, but tastefully. And just things if you're an MC and you're coming out and you're doing, setting the mood for the show. There's also some things as an MC. It's good to have more than enough lines than to have nothing and be standing on stage and just dying. So there's also some things in here for mentalists. For instance, here's one. I'm not going to give them all away. My predictions are 100% accurate about 60% of the time. So cheese. But there's some gems in here. Some of these have been out before, but a majority of them have been written by the author whose name is Stéphane Bourgeron, I believe is how you say that. Bourgeois. I'm not French. He's clearly French, and if I butchered your name, my bad. But anyway, this is packed full, and like I said, Volume 2 is the same thing. Different jokes, different lines, just about 50 more. But the two products are the same price. They're $20 each. So for $20 each, you're getting, if you were to buy the two, you're getting almost 500 lines or routines. If you buy them separate, you're getting about 200 per each booklet. Nicely done. It's fun. It's a fun read. I got to be honest with you. If you're someone that's a performer and you're looking, maybe if you're not very funny, like me, this might be helpful for you, actually, because I'm horrible at telling jokes, and this was actually really cool. So yeah, these are fun. Good read. 20 bucks. Not gonna break the bank. It's a fun read. All right, so there we go, boys. That is the show for tonight. 3 really fun things. That's what's important. The first one, a little more serious, but it's a great hands-off kind of thing. Allow you to fool the crap out of some people, and that's fun. Fooling people's fun. The second one was the mind ball. It's great. It's a fun thing to do. A lot of audience participation and jokes built in. Fun. And then, of course, talking about jokes. 2 booklets full of them. That's right. So that's the show for tonight, boys. We are getting closer and closer. We're inching so close to having the brand new Magic Marketplace ready for you. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. I've been waiting patiently to get it ready, but trust me, it's going to be worth the wait. My buddy Brian, I think he's out there watching. He is helping me get everything going, and we are so excited about what we're going to bring you. We're so proud of what we're doing, and some other fun stuff. So guys, stay tuned for all that. It is coming. We haven't forgotten about you, and the reason I haven't been on here as much is because I'm super busy getting so many things ready for you. All right, well, that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in on the spot here. I'm going to try to be around every week now. I'm not sure which days of the week, but I'll definitely be around and get you guys set up. All right, so that's it. Eric Treese, good to see you. Austin, good to see you. Pedro, adios. Brian Krogstad, see you out there. Jeff Price, thanks for hanging out, buddy. SB, good to see you. And the rest of you, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again soon. I'll let you know what's going on. But in the meantime, as I always say, be good at it. See ya.
Is this your card?
I don't know.
Was it a red card?
I don't know what red is.
Ta-da!